What if the next FIFA World Cup champion is already being decided? Not on the pitch, but in the prediction markets. As the countdown to the biggest tournament in football history accelerates, one question is dominating every debate, every studio discussion, and every fan conversation. Who are the true favorites to lift the trophy in 2026? With less than 6 months remaining before the world's greatest football spectacle kicks off, the numbers are beginning to paint a fascinating picture. And the biggest surprise sits right at the top. The 2026 FIFA World Cup will be unlike anything we have ever seen before. For the first time in history, 48 national teams will compete for football's ultimate prize. The expansion promises more drama, more unpredictability, and more nations dreaming of glory. But it also makes one thing incredibly clear. Predicting a champion has never been more difficult. With more teams comes deeper competition, more tactical diversity, and a tournament structure that could produce unexpected twists at every stage. And yet, despite all that uncertainty, prediction markets are already identifying a frontrunner. According to data from the largest prediction market in the United States, Spain currently leads the race to win the 2026 World Cup. Yes, Spain. Ahead of traditional giants, ahead of reigning powers, ahead of South America's heavyweights, Spain stands as the top favorite based on market probability. The numbers suggest that Spain holds the highest chance of lifting the trophy, with a projected probability of 16%. In a tournament this competitive, that figure is significant. It reflects not only confidence in Spain's talent pool, but also trust in their long-term project and consistency. Why Spain? The answer lies in a combination of youth, tactical clarity, and recent performance trends. Over the past few years, Spain has rebuilt itself into a disciplined and technically dominant side. Their squad blends emerging stars with experienced leaders, and their style of play, possession-based, structured, and high-intensity, fits perfectly into modern tournament football. Prediction markets, which factor in performance data, squad depth, and betting activity, are signaling strong belief in Spain's trajectory heading into 2026. But Spain is not alone in the race. Right behind them is England, holding a 15% probability of winning the World Cup. England has consistently been knocking on the door of major tournament success. With a generation packed with attacking quality, defensive stability, and midfield control, England remains one of the most balanced squads in international football. Their ability to combine physical intensity with technical sophistication makes them a serious contender. The prediction data shows that confidence in England is only slightly behind Spain, meaning the gap at the top is razor thin. In third place comes France, with a 13% chance of winning the tournament. France's presence near the top of the list should surprise absolutely no one. Over the last decade, France has been one of the most consistent forces in world football. With world-class talent across every position and a proven track record in major tournaments, France's strength lies in depth and experience. Even after generational shifts, they continue to produce elite players capable of dominating the global stage. The prediction markets numbers reflect this sustained excellence. However, the conversation becomes even more intriguing when we look at the next positions. Two eternal rivals, Brazil and Argentina, are listed in 4th and 5th positions, and their winning probabilities are almost identical. The prediction data suggests that these two South American giants are neck and neck in terms of projected chances. For Brazil, the 2026 World Cup represents an opportunity to end a long trophy drought on the world stage. Despite consistently producing world-class talent, Brazil has struggled to convert potential into recent World Cup triumphs. The upcoming tournament could serve as a defining moment in their attempt to reclaim global dominance. Argentina, on the other hand, enters the tournament carrying both expectation and legacy. As the defending world champion after triumphing in the 2022 FIFA World Cup, Argentina knows what it takes to navigate the pressure and chaos of a World Cup. Their blend of tactical discipline, emotional resilience, and big game mentality makes them dangerous in any scenario. Even if prediction markets currently place them slightly behind Spain, England, and France, writing off Argentina would be a serious mistake. It is important to understand how these prediction markets work. The probabilities are not random guesses. They are influenced by multiple factors: team performance trends, squad strength, recent results, injury situations, coaching stability, and, crucially, user investment behavior. In Spain's case, the data shows that users have invested more money backing them than any other team. That financial backing reflects widespread belief in Spain's chances. The market essentially aggregates thousands of individual judgments into a single probability figure. France's position in third place is also rooted in performance metrics. Consistency in international tournaments, depth in key positions, and tactical adaptability all contribute to their strong projection. Meanwhile, England's sustained presence in late-stage competitions over recent years boosts their credibility. These rankings are not based solely on reputation. They are grounded in measurable indicators of competitiveness. But here's where things get even more interesting. This expanded 48-team format introduces variables that could dramatically reshape the tournament landscape. More teams mean more matches. More matches mean increased risk of fatigue, injuries, and squad rotation challenges. A single key injury could instantly alter the balance of power. A sudden dip in form, a tactical miscalculation, or even a managerial change could shift probabilities overnight. Prediction markets are dynamic. They respond to real-time developments. What looks certain today could look completely different tomorrow. Brazil, for example, might climb significantly in the rankings if they demonstrate strong qualifying form and squad cohesion. Argentina could rise if their core players maintain peak condition. England's chances could fluctuate depending on defensive stability. Spain's position at the top is strong, but it is far from guaranteed. Another crucial factor is psychological pressure. Being labeled the favorite brings its own burden. Spain now carries the weight of expectation. Every performance will be scrutinized. Every friendly match will be analyzed. Opponents will prepare specifically to neutralize them. Historically, World Cups have often punished complacency and rewarded resilience. The difference between lifting the trophy and exiting early can come down to a single moment. The beauty of football lies precisely in this unpredictability. Data can suggest trends. Probabilities can highlight favorites. But once the whistle blows, everything resets. Underdogs rise. Giants fall. Heroes emerge from unexpected places. That is why even the most advanced prediction systems cannot guarantee an outcome. They can only estimate likelihood. And let's not forget the emotional dimension of the World Cup. Momentum, belief, and unity often outweigh raw statistics. A team that peaks at the right moment can overcome a team that looks stronger on paper. Tournament football rewards timing and mentality just as much as talent. So, what does this prediction list truly tell us? It tells us that Spain is currently viewed as the team to beat. It tells us that England and France are breathing right behind them. It tells us that Brazil and Argentina remain powerful contenders, separated by the slimmest of margins. And above all, it tells us that the 2026 World Cup is shaping up to be one of the most competitive tournaments in history. But remember, this ranking is not destiny. It is not a final verdict. It is simply a snapshot in time, a projection based on available data, performance metrics, and user confidence. As injuries happen, as qualifiers unfold, as squads evolve, the numbers will shift. With less than 6 months to go, the debate is only getting started. Will Spain justify their status as favorites? Can England finally convert potential into global glory? Will France add another chapter to their dominant era? Or will Brazil and Argentina remind the world why South American football thrives on the biggest stage? One thing is certain. When the 48-team tournament begins, prediction markets will fade into the background, and only performances will matter. Until then, the numbers give us a fascinating glimpse into how the world sees the race for football's ultimate prize. The stage is being set. The favorites are emerging. The stakes have never been higher, and the world is watching.